Welcome to the world of universal mysteries. There are three things you can watch forever: fire burning, water flowing, and animals. The lives of our furry friends are very interesting and different. Sometimes they are so cute that you just want to stop what you're doing and pet those little adorable fluffy ones all day long. Do you love animals? We do too. In today's video, we're going to talk about newborn animals that are incredibly cute. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There's a lot more to come. Oh, those pandas. You have to admit, they're some of the cutest animals in the world. No matter their age, pandas act like children their whole lives, and we can see that in their clumsy behavior. But what about baby pandas? The process of panda birth is tough and can seem a bit unfair. The mother's pregnancy lasts 3 to 5 months, and when it's time, she finds a safe, warm place in a cave or hollow, using leaves and branches to make a nest. She then gives birth to tiny, helpless cubs. Often, the mother gives birth to 2 or 3 cubs, but because they need a lot of care, she usually only feeds one, leaving the others to die. But thanks to humans, all the cubs now get the care they need. An interesting fact: there's even a proper way to hug pandas. Panda babies are born blind, almost hairless, and weigh around 150 grams. Unlike other bears, panda cubs have a thin layer of fur, helping them grow more comfortably in the wild. By the end of their first month, they grow fur with black spots and open their eyes after another 2 weeks. By the time they're 2 years old, pandas are adults and continue to charm the world with their cuteness. You know what these animals are famous for, right? Of course, everyone knows that chameleons can change the color of their skin. At first, people think they do this to hide from predators or sneak up on prey. But scientists have found that chameleons actually use color to communicate with each other. Isn't that interesting? How does it work? Maybe turning green means hi, and turning red means bye. If you're an expert, write in the comments how this communication could be translated into human language. We'd love to read it. Anyway, let's get back to baby chameleons. These animals lay eggs, and after mating, the female will lay eggs a few months later. Just before she lays them, she stops eating and only drinks water. During this time, she gets nervous and irritable. Reminds me of something. A female chameleon can lay 10 to 60 eggs, and it takes 3 to 10 months for them to hatch. Here's another interesting fact. Female chameleons live 2 to 3 times shorter lives than males, likely because of pregnancy and giving birth. I bet most of you are seeing this animal for the first time. At first glance, it might look like a pig. Well, it's not exactly the same. But these animals can grow up to 2.5 meters long and 1 meter tall. Their fur colors aren't very varied. They're usually black and white or black and gray. Like pandas, the tips of their ears are white. They have some advantages like thick skin, about 2.5 centimeters, strong charm, and excellent hearing. However, one disadvantage is their small eyes, which make their vision poor. During mating season, these animals behave in a unique way. The female looks for a male, and they get to know each other by whistling, spinning around each other, and biting each other's sides and ears. Pregnancy lasts up to 14 months. Yes, that's a long time, but it's worth it. When the female gives birth to one baby, it has bright, spotty fur. It's a true miracle. After the birth, people prepare a special room to help the baby grow in good conditions. The largest mammals take reproduction seriously. Elephants live in groups of 9 to 12, and their pregnancies last almost twice as long as tapirs, about 22 months, which is almost 2 years. When an elephant is about to give birth, the female elephants in the group gather around to protect the mother from any danger. Elephants give birth every 3 to 4 years. A baby elephant tries to stand up on its own just half an hour after being born. Imagine how tired it must be after being in the womb for 2 years. Because of its weight, standing is hard. but it's so nice to watch the baby take its first steps on its own. Everyone can relate to this animal in some way. It's a bit like a panda, with slow, awkward movements that look unique because of its paws, or rather claws, which look like hooks. Some sloths have 3 claws, and some have just 2. They also have small heads. Interestingly, sloths mostly live in trees, but they come down to the ground once a week to go to the bathroom. Because they move so slowly, this is a long and difficult process. Sloths give birth in the trees, with the mother holding onto a branch with her front paws. After the baby is born, it clings to the mother's fur and climbs onto her. A baby sloth becomes independent after about 9 months and grows into an adult at around 2.5 years, which is quite a long time. But sloths live for a long time in the wild, up to 40 years.
What's happening, everybody?
This is about a wild donkey. Of course, you've heard a donkey's voice. It's hard to miss. If a donkey doesn't want to move, it means it's tired. Unlike dogs, horses, and other animals, donkeys know their limits. If carrying too much weight could harm them, they won't take another step until they've rested. The mating season for donkeys starts in the spring, and the females are pregnant for 12 to 14 months. A donkey gives birth to 1 baby and feeds it with milk for about 6 months. It's hard for the baby to stand up and walk at first because of its big head and long, thin legs, but it looks very cute. One of the most dangerous and powerful hunters on Earth, this animal looks strong and can survive in tough conditions. But when they are born, they are extremely cute. After birth, the baby animals are blind and weigh less than 1 kilogram. The mother stays with them in a specially made den for a few months. The babies become independent after about 1.5 years and weigh between 11 to 15 kilograms. Like dogs, bears really enjoy playing. The giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. It has such a long neck, and its tongue is also long and strong, about 50 to 60 centimeters. Many people wonder how it sleeps, but it's simple. The giraffe bends its legs under itself, puts one leg to the side, curls up into a ball, and rests its head on its body. Sometimes giraffes sleep standing up. They usually live alone or in small groups. Giraffes are very curious.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And you might have seen videos of them poking their heads into tourist cars. Female giraffes are pregnant for 14 to 16 months and give birth while standing. This is tough for the baby, as it falls from a height of about 2 meters. The baby weighs 80 to 100 kilograms and is about half a meter tall when born. You can only find these snakes in Asia and Africa. They love warmth and live in places with lots of sunlight. Cobras breed once a year and can lay 70 to 80 eggs. The eggs are carefully hidden in a quiet place like a crack or a pile of leaves. The snakes push leaves into a pile using the front of their body, stay around the eggs, and guard them. Males stay nearby. Finally, after their hard work, the baby snakes are born, and they already have venom. They quickly start hunting small insects like worms or beetles. In captivity, these snakes can live up to 30 years. Next, we have hippos. Everyone knows hippos are big and aggressive, and it's best to stay away from them. But when a hippo is born, all these ideas change. A female carries her baby for 7 to 9 months, and the birth happens in water. Right after birth, the baby swims to the surface to take its first breath. Most hippos have 1 baby at a time, but sometimes twins are born. The mother protects the baby from threats like lions and even from the father, who might harm it if the population grows too large. After about a year, the baby starts eating on its own and is fully grown by 5 years old.
1, 2, 3.
That's all for today. Let us know in the comments what you liked most, or if we missed something. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed the video, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Universal Mysteries for updates on new videos.